What's up, y'all? It's Daniel the Shoemmelier. If you're watching this video, chances are you like sneakers more than the average person. You might consider yourself a sneaker enthusiast, a sneaker aficionado, or a sneaker head. And maybe you're the type of collector that has all of the shoes. I have been there. I wanted as many of insert shoe here as possible, and past videos, fans of the channel will know that I've had background showcasing the hundreds of my shoes. And right now I'm more in the collating and curating the collection to the shoes that I really like, the shoes I really want to wear, the shoes I really want to keep and hold onto in my collection. And as I find myself being a little bit more picky when it comes to buying shoes, I see that I am instantly more drawn to shoes that have an element of storytelling behind them. Now, a few weeks ago, I managed to pick up the Adidas and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shell toe, and these are amazing shoes, and this won't be a review. If you want a review, there are plenty of people out there that did a fantastic job talking about the construction of the shoe, the story of the shoe, and all the goodies and what they mean when it comes to the shoe. But what I really like more than anything is the storytelling of these shoes. And granted, this speaks to some nostalgia that I've carried for over 3 decades. I remember the cartoon show. I remember being at the opening of the first movie, the opening of the second movie. I remember learning the Ninja rap dance. Vanilla Ice, hey, the Vanilla Ice posse, did I do it right? Yeah, I was there. All of that touches my soul. And I love the 3 stripes. And I'm not the biggest shell toe fan, but the fact that they put together the shell toe with the Ninja Turtles shells, it was just an obvious match made in heaven. And the care and dedication they took to putting this whole collaboration together was a home run to me. So of course I had to have it. And again, as I said, I love these things. Nike most recently had the Powder Puff Girl trio, the blue, the pink, the green. And while I didn't watch the Powder Puffs, I do know about them. I'm aware of them. I know isms and memes and all these things about them. And while I don't have those shoes, they're definitely on my wants list. I want to get them. The materials, the storytelling, everything behind that, again, was A+, another home run. We have 2 examples of storytelling. And it's because of examples like this that I am more in favor of, well, more storytelling when it comes to sneakers, right? It can be something like a TV show tie-in, it can be a movie tie-in, it can be a comic book tie-in, it can be anything. Speaking of comic books, Asics, and we don't want to be a Nike or Adidas only episode here, Asics knocked it out of the park with their Marvel and Asics and Kith collab, where they took X-Men characters and they had the box that made it look like the wrapping of a box, and you opened it up and you got the comic out and you got the cards out and it had a card and it was a whole thing and you didn't know which one you were going to get. It was blind. What a genius of marketing and storytelling. Now, granted, I did get the Gambit shoe, which is the shoe I absolutely did not want to get. And it's still sitting in my, I can't offload it. No one wants to trade it for me. But regardless, I think it was a fantastic example of storytelling. You have Adidas, you have Nike, you have Asics doing that. And there are other examples of storytelling that I really enjoy that don't have to do with the character. They don't have to do with a movie. They don't have to do with, well, popular culture. We can look at the storytelling behind the Lost and Found Jordan 1 with Nike. The whole idea of these shoes were found in the back or in the basement or in the stockroom or a warehouse that were lost, and now they're found. They've been aged, they're vintage, they're a little dirty. The whole storyline behind that was fantastic. Again, the storytelling in the sneaker. Saucony and J-Tips, where he has released, as of now, 3 different colorways of 2 different silhouettes, each telling a different story as it relates to J-Tips personally. J-Tips starting off as a hat designer. He was a rapper, a musician. I think he's still involved in that. You can go check out his interview on the Kickin' It Social Hour, which your boy produces, by the way. I'll put something around here for you to take a look at it and take a listen and take a view. But storytelling, what's the occasion? Where to a party? Where to dinner? Where to a date, etc. Storytelling through the eyes and vision and experience of J-Tips, the designer. Going to New Balance, we have 2 designers. We have Action Bronson with his Baklava colorway. He's got 2 colorways that have come out. There's a 3rd or 4th. There's a few more coming out that are fantastic. I think a trio of shoes. And then we can't forget Salehi Bembury and the shoes that he's been doing for years with New Balance. We have examples. Here are 4 different examples of designers, of artists, of influencers, whatever you want to call them, coming together, creating shoes that are coming out of their mind based on their experience, on storytelling, on experiences. I know I already already said that on stories. I know I already said that. All these things come together with these shoe companies and these designers, and they, through storytelling, create amazing pieces of art for your feet. These collaborations are fantastic. I love them, and I want more of them. However, there are some examples of storytelling that, well, maybe didn't quite hit the mark like they intended. As I mentioned, I love Adidas. I love the 3 stripes, and I love Ultra Boost. Not as much as I used to, but boy, did I love Ultra Boost. And Adidas, well, they've had some misses when it comes to their storytelling and collaboration. For every Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they did release pictures of the Splinter colorway of this Ninja Turtles, and right now I'm not sold. I'm not sold in the way that I was when I first saw the pictures of the Ninja Turtle one. I thought maybe they'd do Shredder next, but it makes sense to have Splinter. I don't know what I was expecting, but I was not expecting the shoe that they released. Now, I'm going to reserve judgment until I possibly can see it in hand. Maybe the materials take it over the top. Maybe I just am not really sold on a rat type shoe or a mouse type shoe. He's a rat, right? Rodent shoe. But if this is where we're going, I think the Ninja Turtles have given Adidas a little bit of leeway to have a slight misstep with Splinter. But I'm hoping with Shredder, maybe Rocksteady and Bebop, we're going to have just a quintet of amazing collabs. But right now, a step down for Splinter. But Adidas has also had some other misses. They've recently released, in the last few years, they had a Star Wars series of Ultra Boosts and other shoes. And I'm going to move on, but I'm going to come back to this. They've also had Game of Thrones shoes that honestly were well done. They were well made. I like the different colorways, the fire, the Targaryen, the different houses, all that stuff, the Lannisters. That's really cool storytelling. The Star Wars, cool storytelling. There's a Stormtrooper shoe. There's a BB-8. There's an R2-D2. There's all these things with the Game of Thrones and Star Wars. So much lore, so much opportunity to tell a story. But what I'm missing is the authenticity in the storytelling of that. Why I like the Ninja Turtle one, shell toe. The shoe's a shell toe. They have shells on their back. It makes sense. The care that they went through to putting into the designs and making that work. Did the Ninja Turtles wear Adidas? No. Did the Powder Puffs girls wear Nike? I don't know, but I'm probably going to say no. But that doesn't mean that they had to have, because I think the care that went into the design worked out really well. They didn't wear Adidas in Star Wars. They certainly didn't wear Adidas in Game of Thrones. And they didn't have to, though I'm certain if there was a Starbucks cup in Game of Thrones, chances are somebody in a battle scene might have been wearing Adidas. But I don't see the connection. I don't see the authenticity. I don't see the genuineness, how genuine it is for a Game of Thrones Adidas collab. It seems like a money grab more than it does storytelling. Now, did I buy them all to add to my collection? Yes. Did I wear them? No, I sold them eventually. But I had them because I wanted to make the review. I liked Game of Thrones at the time. This was before the final season, wasn't it? Not really sure. And Star Wars, big Star Wars nerd here. But the shoes didn't speak to me on the level that the Ninja Turtles would, for example. The nostalgia was there. Star Wars, Game of Thrones, right? The look, the shoe, all that stuff were there, but it felt very sterile. It felt very commercial. It felt capitalistic. That's really what it was to me. And so I think there's a genuine disconnect between a Game of Thrones and Star Wars and a Ninja Turtles. Now, as a Simpsons fan, it's kind of hit or miss because I did go out of my way to buy a few of the Simpsons Adidas shoes, the Moe's Tavern or the Flaming Moe, I can't remember which one it was, Krusty the Clown. Some of them are really, really nice. I don't know that I wear them more than once. I know I wore them for review, and I think that was kind of it. That's another example of maybe not exactly an authentic storytelling collaboration. Now, they did release that Homer Simpson meme shoe where he's coming out of the bushes and coming back. It's when he was trying to be best friends with Ned, and he had come out like, hey, Ned. Ned was playing basketball with Rod and Todd, and they said they were going to go see family, and he's like, oh, okay, got it, no reporters. Go watch it. I might actually put the clip. And then he comes back, and then if I remember correctly, they get in the car and leave, and then Homer chases after them with 2 golf clubs, putt-putt style, like Terminator 2. I might be misremembering how the episode worked, but there'll probably be some clips in here for me to clarify and get it right. Now, I thought that was a super cool idea with the shoe. I think it was way too late. Granted, that episode is decades old. The meme has been used a few years old, so it would have made sense for them to release it years ago when they released those initial Simpsons and Adidas collaborations. But I know how things work. It takes a long time building shoes, designing shoes. It's at least a 12-month process, if not more, depending on the pipeline. And well, ever since COVID, things have been real slow. We might be back to normal, not really sure. Who cares? Not sure. But the fact remains is that I felt that it was a little too late on that Homer Simpson meme. And I don't want to down on Adidas. They're not the only one. There are examples of other shoe stores doing collaborations that maybe I don't really dig, didn't really pay much attention to, so I don't want to clown them just because I didn't like them. And I wasn't really around with the whole Bape and the Marvel pack and the blister pack, which a lot of people say, well, it stole from that. Yeah, whatever. I think that's a fantastic idea as well. It was new, it was fresh, it was innovative, and yeah, I'll buy that storytelling. I think that works really well. But I think in conclusion to all of this, I think what I would really like to see more of, and maybe you are the same way, and if you are, let us know in the comment section down below. And if you disagree with what I'm saying about the Game of Thrones and the Star Wars or the Simpsons or any of that kind of stuff, or any other collabs, storytelling that may have missed the mark or hit that mark on the head, put it in the comment section down below. But authentic storytelling, genuine storytelling is something that I would like to see and hear. Now, genuine, authentic storytelling, whether that is pop culture, whether it is an artist, meaning like a Beyonce or a Travis Scott or a Pharrell Williams, or if it's a designer, J-Tips, Salehi Manbury, oh my God, I can't pronounce the names today, Joe Freshgoods. Joe Freshgoods is another example. All of those things. I think when genuine, authentic storytelling comes together with a shoe, you create just an amazing piece of art for your feet. And I know for me, as a collector for years, as someone who loves sneakers, who loves shoes and collects them, but is curating and collating, storytelling, authenticity, genuine, all of that will go a long way to getting my dollar and adding that shoe to my collection. So this is my plea to please keep the authentic storytelling coming when it comes to sneakers. Do it on a very underutilized silhouette. Great, love it. Do it on a Jordan 1. Great, love it. Do it on the shell toes. Fantastic. All that being said, keep it going. Authentic storytelling in sneakers. Let's talk about that in the comment section down below. End of video. So to all of you out there, wherever you are, thanks for watching. Stay tuned and just chill. Till the next episode.
Yeah.